Okay, although stinging
Yes.
nettle, treated properly, has benefits. But then coffee beans, you can take those and it'll kill you.
Right.
Okay, but if you roast the beans, you can drink the coffee, right? It's knowing how to process them. And there's lots of books out there, guys, that you can get your hands on that you can find out what these weeds are good for. And it's good for our bodies and it's good for the soil. And if you're seeing those weeds, find out what is they're drawing up through their root system into the plant, because their mother's nature's way to heal the soil. So say the dandelions, calcium is one of the main things that the dandelion draws up. You can put those into your compost. You can put them into a pail of water, break them down, make a spray, and spray that on your lawn. And you're going to eventually get rid of the dandelions because Mother Nature's going to go, okay, I have enough of that calcium now. You're going to find a different type of weed in your lawn now, because Mother Nature's going, okay, well, now we got this building block. We need this one.
It's amazing. And if we translate that to our bodies do the same. If we can change the environment in our body with the proper pHs and the proper nutrients, our bodies will respond and will change. And I have a section in the back of my yard that used to be like, it was the best garden ever for the first probably 10, 15 years I lived here. And then I moved the garden over here, and then I just kind of let that go. And that's my stinging nettle patch, right? So then I was like, let me see what I can do with it. So I had it tested. I had the pH tested, and it came out. The pH was like, I want to say 8.3 or 8.6. So pretty alkaline. And I wanted to grow blueberries, and I had planted blueberries there over the years, and they never lived. So for anybody who doesn't know, blueberries have to have acid. Blueberries like to be around 4. So I was like, well, okay. So I cleared the area. I put down sulfur, and you gotta wait like a year for it to go down. And I put down sulfur, and then the next year, stinging nettle didn't grow, but it grew this other type of nettle called purple dead nettle. And I was like, isn't that fascinating? The same family, so another type of nettle, but not stinging nettle. And so, I was like, it's just a great lesson for us that it doesn't take much to shift what's happening in our bodies, to shift what's happening in our health. And that if you just start taking these little steps, you'll start seeing these shifts. You'll start feeling better. Your body will start responding. Maybe your rashes will go away. Maybe you'll sleep better. But yeah, just like putting a little bit of sulfur on the soil. I never had it retested because I'm going to keep my blueberries in pots. I decided because I can control the pH of the soil better, but I'll figure something else to do back there. But it was very interesting, just the soil respond, the plants respond to the soil responds to the plant. So,
well, and you understand now a little bit better that there's a seed bank in your soil itself, that, there's billions of different seeds in our soil, and Mother Nature, goes, okay, I have this much moisture. My soil is this. I need this. Okay, this is the weed that's going to come up in this area, because that's going to start the healing process. But never have bare soil. You never want bare soil. You want to mulch it. You want to cover it with plants. But if you have bare soil, you're drying it out. Mother Nature is going to put something there. And if you don't want what you don't want, make sure that you're covering your soil, or Mother Nature is going to do it for you.
Right. Well, and think about that. When you plant your garden, you plant your plants, and you got to go out there. You got to do some weed control until your plants get big enough. And then once the plants start to grow and flourish, I don't know that I weed at all.
Yeah.
You
don't generally
I don't
need
have
to.
to. Yeah, because it becomes, and I don't spray my garden. I don't even know if I did put some kind of nutritional fertilizer on it. this year a couple of times, but
Mhm.
I don't put chemicals or anything like that. So if something has to be babied and it's not going to survive, like it doesn't get grown. And that's what I love, is watching the garden manage itself from the
Mhm.
biological perspective. It's like, no, you can go.
You call yourself a lazy gardener now,
I
okay?
totally am. Maybe that should be my show. Maybe I should create a show called The Lazy Gardener.
It's amazing that if you work with Mother Nature and you have a little bit of understanding, and the more understanding that you can gain, the easier it actually becomes. Like if you have a garden and you have a rototiller, you know, get rid of the rototiller. You're harming your soil structure, your biology in the soil. Find yourself a broad fork, okay? And don't till the soil, break the soil up, allow the water and air to get down in the soil. Your plants are going to love you for it. Your biology is going to love you for it. It's like, okay, I can build a house in the middle of the forest with nobody around me, but I don't have any of the amenities. Where if I build a house next to the city, I have all the amenities. It's the same thing in our soils. Our soils are the cities that if you break them up, you're in the middle of the bush. If you don't break them up, you have all of the amenities right there when you plant a plant in it.
That's a great analogy. I love that. Yeah, that's great. And I usually do a chop and drop too. Like,
Yeah.
if I have to cut something down and just sort of leave it and sort of let it keep the soil warm around,